It's the easiest way that I color my drawings without taking up too much time. Alright, so the first thing I do is drop in all my flats. Then I decide where the light source is coming from, which is going to be on the right side, so all the shadows and the darker areas are going to be on the left side. I normally use cool tones for the shadows and warm tones for wherever the light is hitting. I use the gradient map for this in this drawing, but you could also use an airbrush and get the same effect, but just be careful with the airbrush though. You don't want to use it too much. Then I add a little bit of a red hue to the forehead, and sometimes that look cool, but not all the time though. Then I start to add shading that makes sense with where the light source is coming from. Now when you do shading, you kind of want to know a little bit of anatomy to make it look like you know what you're doing. Then I add a little bit of like rim light in the darker areas and stuff like that, just so I can get the picture to pop a little bit more. And I normally drop the opacity on these layers to about 10% because you don't want it to stand out too much. And you can use soft light or like a color dodge to get you a cool little effect. And then I add a few more colors just for ambient light because you normally have more than one light source, and the color from those lights also spills over.